Thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again, from sea to shining sea. It's a land of the free, my friends, the one for you and me. Let's go.
I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch, and we're glad that you're here with us this morning, and good morning.
Good morning. I saw that our mountain.
Our mountain home.
I got it right for one. Our mountain home is in here. First off, I want to do a shameless plug of myself. Here you go.
Okay, shameless plug.
All right, here you go.
Incoming.
This is my new channel, Solar DIY Hobby and Reviews. Now I got 905. I need 1,000 people. And then on top of that, oh my gosh, look, see that last one, beginner welding.
Yes.
I was doing. Before I get on to what I was doing, let's get out here. Let me show you one more thing. Go over to Our Mountain Home. If you're trying to get into solar or you need a battery for camping or something like that, win a free battery, a LiPo 4 battery. They're giving away 4 of them.
Oh my goodness. Go
check their last video out there. Well, not their last one, but win a free LiPo 4 battery. Sign up. I did. Shoot, I need one more. I want the smaller battery.
Mark loves his batteries.
Listen, I want the smaller one. I want like a 50 amp or smaller one that they're giving away, and I got the perfect project for it. Go check them out, and subscribe to my channel. Hold on, what the heck here?
He doesn't know what he's doing, guys.
I don't want to bore everybody to Solar DIY Hobby and Reviews. I need hours. I need tons of hours.
He needs hours. He needs subscribers.
And 95 subscribers.
Yes.
I've come a whale of a good way in a month. But I need a whale of a way to go.
Yes.
All right. I don't want to bore the people anymore. I just want to let you know, the beginning welding, I did some zig welding.
Yes.
I did some zig welding, laying down some pennies. Yep. Yeah. laying down pennies.
Not nickels? Why lay down nickels when you can lay down pennies?
Yeah. People say stack nickels. I lay down pennies.
Yeah.
All that other fancy welding, nothing compares to zig welding. Zig welding. All right. But the solar chuck wagon is official. It's got lights on the back now. And, I said, heck, let's just bolt the lights up there, Deb. We don't need to wire them up, right? And Debbie's like, you got to wire them up. I'm like, as long as you don't have to stop or turn and you're in the daytime, you're legal because nothing happens to them. Whenever you're just driving down the road. So you're legal if you don't wire them up. Just if you want to stop or turn, then you might be, and there's a policeman behind you.
Yes.
Again, I don't want to bore the people. What kind of news you got going on today, Miss Debbie?
Well,
Debbie's Mindless Happy Place. Debbie's Mindless Happy Place. She's got a video with almost 2,000 views. Check that out.
I do have a video with 2,000 views.
Ooh, she's got It's a competition. No, go ahead.
It's not a competition. So, Lil Frenchie asked how my first week of work went, and it was busy. It was busy. A lot to learn. So, one day at a time.
My last 2 weeks have been rough.
No, you've been at home.
I've been at home
for a week.
I like this.
Well, no, for a week.
Hey, for all the years I never was home, I'm not complaining. I'm sure as soon as football gets started, you won't see me on the couch for a long time. So let's make this a really good show.
Let's make it a good show
before I get out on my satellite truck going all over God's creation. All right,
so
want to get out to the news?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right,
if we can get out to the news.
All I got to say about the news is, listen, it's so bizarre out there right now. Kim Clement, the prophet Kim Clement, said strange July, and boy was it strange, right? You can't argue with that. And it's going to lay into some crazy fall and winter. I'm sure that's going to happen, but right now it's kind of a lull. There's a
little bit.
There's a lot going on, but who knows what's going on?
Yeah, who knows
and who's winning and who's losing and what battles are being fought all over the world for total domination of the world right now. And I'm sure, all I know, it has nothing to do with our freedom. Everything that's going on has nothing to do with our freedom.
Well, it has everything to do with our freedom.
Taking our freedom.
Taking our freedom.
Let's get out to the news. I just wanted to say that before we got started. I don't know what's going on. Like, I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. If that makes any sense. Get out there, Deb. Start talking.
So, Vice President Harris, she unveiled her economic plan to lower the cost of living. Would it work? And how does it compare to Trump's? Well, we're not going to compare it to Trump's.
Well,
but we are going to look at her key points in her speech that she gave.
Okay, but hasn't she been in charge for the last 4 years almost?
Well, she's going to kick it into high drive.
Okay, I mean, she's been all behind.
Kick it into high drive.
That the economy was
get really
great.
bad. It's going to be
I know, but listen,
really expensive. Get your pocketbooks out, people.
Her president.
Get your pocketbooks out.
Said that the economy's great, people.
Mm-hmm.
What are you worrying about? It's all good, except for whenever you go buy stuff. Right. It's not so good. Okay.
Yeah. But they say it's at 3% now. So anyway, okay, combating price gouging on groceries.
Oh, come on.
And food by authorizing the Federal Trade Commission to impose large fines for grocery stores. They impose excessive price hikes on customers.
Listen, how about not print money? Just don't print money and everything will take care of itself.
Right.
Don't do the Green New Deal, and make everything too expensive to make.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It's a clown world out there. You can't just force people not to charge. They'll go out of business.
Right. With the inflation that's
going on.
You'll
go buy groceries, and there won't be a grocery store anymore.
There won't be a grocery store anymore. Yes.
Because they have to raise prices to keep...
Yes. Yes.
This is America. It's
yes.
Doesn't it just self-regulate itself?
Yes, and yes.
And if they print money, everything's going to go up.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All
Eliminate medical debt for millions of Americans, possibly by using federal funds
to
buy and forgive outstanding debt from health providers.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Hey,
who's paying for that?
Yeah.
Who's
I know you did a service.
Your pocketbooks.
And you fixed this person's leg.
Right. Yes.
They're not going to pay you.
Yeah.
And the government, I guess the government's going to pay you, which means I'm paying you for your leg again.
Yes.
And that means everything's going to go up.
Yes.
In price.
Everything's going up.
Because now we're being taxed more.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the central, throw in a couple more words, bank.
And then what happens when you print that money to forgive those debts? Then prices go. Inflation keeps going up, right?
Yeah,
right.
All right, let's keep going here. Let's just keep going on.
Capping out-of-pocket costs for insulin at $35 per month for all Americans. So if you need insulin, it's only going to be $35 a month. I don't know who pays for that either.
I don't know. And I thought Mr. T did this already, but
yeah,
whatever.
I thought he did.
They always say if Mr. T does something good, then they just say they did it.
Yes.
Or they're doing it. Like not taxing tips. I'm sure you have that coming up here in a little bit. Trump says, I'm not going to tax tips.
Right.
And then next thing you know,
Vice President Harris is
I'm not taxing tips. Even though she signed a bill and put 84,000 more IRS agents out there.
To track down people.
And they were going to break down
tips.
on not
paying tax on your tips.
Mr. T set her up for that. You know that, right? He knew that he would just come out there and say that. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's going to get him so many votes. And so we're going to say we didn't do it. Even though after they said they were going to crack down hard on people not paying tax on tips. It's a mad world out there. All right. Let's keep going. What else you got there? Limit Americans annual.
Limit Americans annual out-of-pocket spending on prescription drugs to $2,000.
How are you doing all this?
Yeah, well, you're printing that money. James, I have video on my iPad.
Get rid of health insurance, and everything would be affordable. Trust me. That's if I was president, I'd say, we're getting rid of health insurance. And you can only, charge what people can afford. They'd be like, what? Yeah, that's how America works. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Some people would suffer. Some people would benefit. But that's the only way you're going to straighten it out.
No, okay. Providing up to $25,000 in down payment support for more than 1 million first-time home buyers.
Okay. What do we get?
We don't get nothing. We're screwed.
That's people that
we paid
pay
for our house.
whole house.
Yeah,
every dime.
Yes, every dime of our own
Shouldn't
house.
everybody get $25,000 to help
Everybody
out?
in America should get $25,000.
What about my beer debt forgiveness plan?
We don't get beer
I have
debt.
yet to see.
Beer debt forgiveness.
You want to win the presidency? Beer debt forgiveness. Everything that you've bought in beer is free for your whole life that you've bought in beer, and you will win the election.
Okay. Calling on construction of 3 million new housing units over the next 4 years. How do you call on construction? Okay, everybody get out and construct.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. The way it works is they want us to, us humans are, killing the planet with carbon, right? We're bad. We fart, we drive cars, all this bad stuff. So they want to eliminate us, right? Mm-hmm. I've been walking, the dog, twice a day, by the way. Little Frenchie in Big Texas.
Yes.
Is that right? Did I say it right? I've been walking that puppy twice a day. That dog is getting spoiled. I pass at least 5 homes for sale.
Yes.
Just in a mile.
Yes.
So what do you think? What do you think's going on? Do we need to build more houses? Or maybe the economy is so bad that nobody can buy houses that we shouldn't be building houses if nobody can buy a house.
Right. You're just going to add more stock to an already glutton system.
Yeah. Listen, I took economics. I know. I'm going to get going. I took economics in college, and everything about economics is backwards. Debbie will argue with me. All you need to do in economics is teach people you have to make something that people need, and you have to make more money than you spend. Go on. There will be a test on those two things. If you get those two things right, you pass economics. There you go. You have to make money, people. You have to make money on what you sell.
Yes. You have to make money on what you
There's
sell.
so many people that are out there like, I made $2 million in sales this year. Spent $3 million.
Yes.
But I made $2 million. Aren't I freaking crushing it out there?
Yeah.
I don't
crushing
know.
it.
Economics makes no sense.
Okay.
The way they teach it. All right.
Okay. Expanding the existing tax incentives for developers who build affordable rental housing. So I think the thing is they want more construction of rental houses to bring the rental prices down.
Rental.
Yes.
They don't want you to own anything and be happy. Oh my gosh. Keep going, Miss Debbie.
Removing tax benefits for Wall Street investors who bulk buy single-family rental homes.
Oh my God.
Preventing corporate landlords from using algorithmic price-setting tools to increase rents by large margins. I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Again, economics here, Miss Harris. Vice President Harris. Okay, these people have to rent the houses and make money.
Right.
You can... What is all this forcing? I thought
Yeah.
they were fighting for our freedoms, and they're forcing people on how much they can rent out their houses. They're forcing people to
buy them.
to buy.
I mean, to
They're
build
forcing
them.
people to not charge you for health, medical procedures.
Right.
Now, this is going to work out really good, man.
Yeah.
Mad world, that's all I got to say.
It
Mad
sounds
world.
like a real Venezuela
Oh, my gosh.
in the making.
Oh, yeah, we're all doomed under
Passing
this.
a child tax credit that would provide $6,000 per child to families for the first year of a baby's life. Well, people having children is way down because of the inflation and,
Oh my
and
gosh.
everything. So lots of people are opting not to have kids
I know. Well,
already. So expanding the earned income tax credit for low-wage workers up to $1,500. So,
okay, sure. Okay.
mhm.
Again, those people get $6,000.
What do you get?
What do I get?
You don't get-
What do we get?
You get to pay
Listen,
for that.
I'm going
You get to pay for that.
Again, here we go. Marx economics, okay?
Yes.
Everybody hates Mr. T, right?
Yes.
And all he did was one simple thing that he was actually able to do under all the crazy politicians in there is he said, I'm lowering Mark's tax 3%. And he did, you know?
Yeah.
And that helped me, you know?
Yeah.
It didn't, you know, regulate anything. It didn't do anything but lower my tax rate.
Right.
That's a good thing, you know?
Yes.
And that's why I voted for the guy. He
Yeah.
said he was going to do it. Then he got in and he did it. So, you know, all this other crazy, you know, they're trying to buy votes.
Yes.
What they're doing is it's election season. So you just promise this. You promise that. You promise this. And they vote. Oh, yeah, I'm going to vote her in. And then none of it happens. And you end up in a 15-minute city living in a rental apartment, little tiny cube instead of your nice house that we used to be able to do in the American dream. There you go. I'm sorry. I sound like an idiot. I am an idiot, but that's the way it is, people.
It's going to be a very wet and snowy winter. See the Farmer's Almanac forecast map here.
And, you know, you write a book and you control the weather, you know? All right, whatever. You know, it's like...
to the next slide. Okay, so as far as I can tell, for people in Oklahoma and Texas, it's going to be near or to below normal
precipitation.
Yeah. Yes. So mild. So it's not really going to affect us. So I think the wetter is going to be, and the wetter and the wider and all that kind of stuff is going to be more in the New England states.
Yeah, it's just cold average snowfall.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like it's
I don't
that
know.
much
I just don't want it
normal.
to snow while I'm working. That's all.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Go with it, you know, get the book, get the almanac, and then it's fun, you know. It's been around for hundreds of years, you know. I don't know, 100 years. And it's just fun. You know, you read through it.
Right.
Get a kick out of it.
Yes.
And then
see if any of it happens.
Yeah, see if they guessed right.
Yeah.
That's
see
about
if
all
it
you can do.
happens.
All
If it
right,
doesn't
what else
happen.
we got, Debbie?
All right. The first day of fall for 2024 is, drum roll, please. Go to the next slide.
The first day of fall.
September the 22nd.
Ooh,
Sunday, September the 22nd.
That
The
sounds-
equinox.
Equinox? What?
Yes.
I don't even know.
Equinox.
All right,
Yes.
what else we got going
And-
on, Debbie?
When is daylight savings time for
Oh, who-
2024?
Who knows? What a
It
what
is
a joke.
November the 3rd. So it's late this
Ooh.
year. It's
Right before
late.
election.
It's late. It is the week of election. So there you go.
Yeah, that'll mess up everybody.
Yeah, we'll mess up everybody. Okay. Biden to skip Obama's DNC speech as he harbors resentment for being pushed out of the 2024 race. So this next week is going to be the DNC.
I
in
heard he
Chicago.
wasn't pushed out. I heard he just wanted to do it for humanity.
Well,
Which one is it there, Mr. Biden?
so
All I know is, listen, kudos to me and you. Years ago, we said they're going to do the switcheroo.
yeah, and they did it.
Everybody says, oh, he's not senile. He's as sharp as a tack.
Oh, just wait till we don't have an election.
And listen,
Just wait. Just wait, guys.
I said, no.
Hold on to your
They're going to
swords.
do the switcheroo.
Yeah.
The guy, you know, and I don't think they're done doing the switcheroo, to be honest with you. I think they'll keep switching until they think they can get somebody in there that can win. That's what I think.
So
But
you don't think they're done with the
I'm going to give you a pat
switcheroo.
on your back. Here, give me a pat on the back. We called it. So all my relatives and everybody thinks I'm a kooky little loon. I was correct again. You know, just like the being 95% effective and working. I said, we don't know. We haven't tested it for even a year yet. I was right again. There you go. Let's get on. I hate tooting my horn, but we got to do it.
yes. So you say they're not done with the switcheroo, and I say there won't be an election anyway this
Well,
year. So
You
that's
are.
what I say.
There's going to be maybe a big event.
A big
that-
event. It's going to not be safe to go out and
We
vote.
are okay. We already got. Can we even say it on air now?
What?
They probably like it right now. The monkey throwing a
Oh
couple
yeah,
more words.
I don't have a slide on the monkey. Throw in a couple more words, Pucks.
It's an election year,
Yeah.
and just like
Mhm. There's a health emergency.
there's a health emergency.
Mhm.
They even admitted it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they did. They came out and said it. It's all this
Mhm.
getting bad, and This thing is lethal, and you don't even have to have sex
who
to get
has
it.
it?
Hold on, you don't even have to have sex. It just floats and it gets you. It's scary. So they're already setting that up in case they have to fall back on that to get, certain people put into a certain position. They got that in the works too. It's maddening out there. Good and evil are battling it. Hey, big man upstairs, I'm telling you. Everybody calm down. Put on the armor of God.
Yeah.
I talk about all this stuff, right? I'm not worried about it because I feel the big guy upstairs is getting really pissed off right now. They say he's a loving God, but he's also a vengeful God. He don't like whenever you don't do what he tells you to do.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's truth. It's in the Bible. I think he's getting ticked off.
Yeah.
And I think he's coming back in a vengeance here soon, and with the evil people, and the evil people are going to go down. That's my prediction for all the way up to election and the year beyond the election. I think evil's going down. I really do. I don't know how, but it don't matter because you could think you're down. Life sucks. Everything's going to crash. And then, bam-o, he interjects and he straightens the whole mess out.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen within a year, I think.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction. Big guy is coming back. Well, not maybe back down on, but he's going to intervene.
He's going to intervene.
He's going to intervene.
Okay.
And
good.
you don't.
I'm looking forward to that.
I don't want to be
Let's
on the
intervene.
bad side. All right.
Okay. All right. So the full DNC is Monday through Thursday of this coming week. So on Monday, Hillary Clinton and Biden will speak.
Oh, my goodness.
On Tuesday, Obama will speak. On Wednesday, Bill Clinton and Waltz will speak. And on Thursday, Harris will speak. That's not all the speakers. That's just the keynote speakers.
Think about it. That's like the deep state extravaganza right there. I mean, it's like they say that Trump's old, right?
Yes.
I mean, my gosh, you got Hillary. Where's Bill?
Bill's on
on there Wednesday. All right.
Mhm.
They got these people are deep state extraordinaire.
Yes.
Just lined up.
And it's in Chicago, and the
how about
protests are already lined
Whenever
up.
they do the switcheroo again, one of those names, well, Obama,
Will be the
last name.
Yes.
I'm just saying last name. Clinton might be on that ticket.
You think so?
Might be on that ticket before it's all said and done.
Mark says, "Don't be surprised."
Don't
All
be
right,
surprised.
So 2 of the progressive squad have been defeated. So 2 of them have been defeated. Go to the next slide.
Oh my goodness! All right.
So, somehow I didn't. Oh, okay. So, Omar, or whatever her name is, up in Minnesota, she she won her primary.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's because the majority of the people that live up there are
Mm-hmm.
somehow
Yes.
they all got flown in there
Yes. And staged.
and built up in a huge thing so that they could get a seat in Congress.
Yes.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Who knows?
Allegedly. So then there's the 2 people that were voted out of that were on the squad, Cori Bush and Bowman. So they
Right.
both lost their preliminary
But then who gets in?
votes. Yes.
Then the thing is okay, they went out. That's
Right.
probably a good thing, right?
Mhm.
But who gets in? Who got in the preliminary? Are they any better? Are they just maybe worse? Who knows? I don't know.
Hey,
Clown world out there.
it is.
All right.
Okay. Putin faces dilemma on Kursk. How do you say that word? After tremendous blow from Ukraine, says ex-ambassador. So what they're saying is, okay, so Ukraine is making moves and getting into Russian territory, right?
Yeah.
But what they're saying is they're just trying to poke the bear to get the bear to widen the conflict.
Actually used their good stuff.
Yes, to widen the conflict. Yeah.
They're not using their good stuff.
Yeah.
They're
Widen
just
the conflict.
nipping away at it.
Yes.
And I don't know. where's all your hundreds of billions of dollars? So they had one little successful, thing with your $200 billion that you've been throwing over
yes.
there.
Yeah.
They had a little success.
Mm-hmm.
Your $100 billion got you one win.
Yeah.
Then maybe let's see what happens a month from now if it's still a win. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just see if your money is well spent.
Okay.
And for what?
Yeah.
For death and destruction.
Yeah. For death and destruction.
How does that benefit us here in America?
It doesn't.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People have forgotten about Ukraine pretty much already. We don't care. Like, you can ask people, what do you think about Ukraine? They're like, what's going on in Ukraine? That's how educated the people are in America. And what do you think your $100 billion did going over there? Is it benefited you here at home? And they're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's how most Americans, that's why we do this silly show.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Okay, Trump talks food prices ahead of Harris economy speech. So he got out there and talked about how the price of toilet paper went up and the price of housing went up and all that kind of stuff. So
all I'm saying, I don't know.
But he's held like 2-3 press conferences, and Harris won't talk to the media at all.
She's running.
Or
She's
the
going to the
journal.
basement.
Like she won't do any interviews.
They probably
and
have
she
like a
won't-
bar down in the
Yes.
basement, and where Hunter and Joe and Harris, they all just sit there in the basement, drinking some, talking about how they're in charge, Meanwhile, all these people above them are running the show, that in the deep state, and they're just hiding out in the basement, having a good time, maybe at the beach. You think they go to the beach a lot? I think so.
So here we go. So 25 days, Kamala Harris has not held a press conference since emerging as president of Democratic nominee. Trump has answered 35 questions during last week's Mar-a-Lago press conference and another something or other since this week.
She's held some concerts.
But let me finish.
Harris has held, I like to call them concerts.
Yeah,
because
she's
she
held
gets
some concerts. Yeah.
And then there were some hecklers the other day, and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
listen, I'm speaking right now. You vote for Trump. I'm speaking right now. That's what she said. It's like,
She said, if you want Trump to win, otherwise, I'm speaking right now. Yeah. She
If you
put
want
them in
Trump-
her place.
boy,
Their place.
that's all they got is
Mhm.
Orange Man bad. We don't want him to win. And I'm just going to throw out
Right.
free stuff to everybody.
Yes.
Free,
Yes.
free,
And it won't
free
cost
college,
anything.
free housing,
It won't cost anything.
or rental,
It won't cause inflation.
No, nothing.
No.
All right.
No.
It all makes perfectly sense. Why do I argue? Why do I argue with people about all this? It makes perfect sense how you can just give everything free, and America's going to be fine.
Right.
Until they hire 84,000 IRS agents to make sure nothing's free. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Was that free? 84,000 agents? How about give us no tax?
Right.
That would be free. But boy, oh boy, the deep state does not like that idea whatsoever. That would help out all Americans.
Right.
Except for the people that get all the free stuff.
Right. It wouldn't help them
I'm
out.
sorry.
Sorry.
I didn't think that one all the way through.
No,
All right.
you didn't. Okay. So during the DNC, all these pro-Palestinian groups are mobilizing thousands to Chicago to demonstrate. So they're already talking about how many protesters going to be and
Who are
how
these
much trouble.
groups? And
that's
how
gonna be-
influential are they in America?
I don't know.
I'm
know.
like, okay, did we not see this coming? We're
Yeah.
like, okay, it's election year. There's going to be a health emergency.
And
Listen,
apparently,
there's going to be a health emergency. Check, right?
Uh-huh.
There's going to be riots and chaos in this street. Check. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars.
Uh-huh.
Check.
Check.
We're going to start giving away a lot of free stuff.
Mhm.
Check.
Mhm.
I could predict this all coming ahead of schedule. It's amazing. I'm not even a prophet. I predicted all of this, and
Yes.
It's
coming.
oh boy,
Yeah.
wait until
They say
next week at the
a setup like this has not been put into place since 1963 when Kennedy and they did their DNC in Chicago.
yeah, listen, man, it's
Yeah.
who knows what's going to
With the
happen at that
protest and all that kind
over
of
there.
stuff. Yeah.
But you know what? You would think that they would be doing the protests would hurt them, but they're the ones that actually want the chaos.
Well,
You know,
and
they're doing this and they're setting it all up so that they enrage the people to have chaos throughout the streets of America.
right. But with
So it's working to their plan.
with the ceasefire, and maybe that's why that we're having ceasefire talks right now, is to coincide with the DNC, right? To tamp down on the protests.
Okay, now you're on to something. Okay,
Because
listen to me.
the ceasefire talks are going on.
Listen to
So why are we protesting while we're talking about a ceasefire?
there are people in charge of the globe,
Yes.
deep state, right?
Mhm.
And the other one, Iran, like, well, we're gonna retaliate 24
Mhm.
hours, boy. It's gonna be bad, 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 bad. Nothing's happened. You know why? Because their bosses said, "Oh no, 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 no. I know you guys are mad. You want to retaliate and everything, but not yet. There's a perfect timing for everything. We need you guys to cool your gas. We got to get through this election and get more closer before something big goes down."
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you just hold on.
I think it's going to
Sit
be
back,
closer to the
relax.
election before some. Yes.
We need lots of
yes.
chaos first.
Shock and awe
Then
to
something,
say it's
boom.
not safe enough
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go vote.
And then, or like then whenever we get close to there, then we're gonna have martial law or something. I don't know what their plan is, but I guarantee you the big dogs up above said, no, 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 no big retaliation just yet. And they went because they promised it. And then there's got to be somebody bigger up above that said, that sounds good, but that's not going to happen, you guys. And now they're starting to realize, see, evil eats evil.
Yes.
So the evil people down here wanted to do evil stuff. And then the evil boss up here said, no, you don't do that evil stuff just yet, And then these evil people are like, wait a second, what's this evil people doing talking to us evil people, And then they'll start eating each other. Maybe that's, maybe that's the big guy's plan up above is, boy, they'll all start fighting amongst themselves. And then all us good people will be sitting back going, yeah, go fight yourselves, man.
Yeah,
That'd be great."
Charlene, that's what I've said for a long time. I'm still sticking with, I know I'll eat crow if there's an election in November, but I it's just a feeling I have in my gut. There
It's a
will
good
be
feeling.
no election. It will not be safe.
What's the best way to get rid of freedoms and put in whoever you want to
Just don't have an election.
get like a China state with the cameras and the 15-minute cities, and nobody owns anything. You just rent all that stuff. Don't have elections.
Yeah.
Put it whoever
Just
you
don't
want
have
in.
elections.
Before you know it, all the people that thought they were still free are like, wait a second. That old guy and that old girl on the old couch, they were right. Oh my God, we're not free anymore. And we warned them.
Yes.
At least we did our part. Tried to warn everybody. Because whenever this all happens, and it will, unless the big guy does his plan, right? It's going to happen. And then people are going to have to sit there and go, I know that guy's not the smartest guy on the planet, but he figured this stuff all out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So Trump warns that if Kamala Harris wins, everybody gets health care. Well, everybody having health care sounds great, but Obamacare did not do any favors for me. Like,
again,
my health care, like,
they didn't give
doubled.
it to everybody.
It
Yeah,
doubled.
ours went through the roof.
So it doubled from what the price was. And, like, if you do get Obamacare and then for some reason you get an amazing job halfway through the year, then at the end of
killed
the year
small
you have to
business.
pay it back.
It did
You
nothing,
have to pay it back.
and it killed small business.
Mhm.
Because the small
Mhm.
business guy, they don't get it, right? You know,
Right.
like the 50 and above
Yes.
got to, had to provide.
Yeah.
But the little
So
guy,
it kept people
but
from
if you make too much
expanding.
money with we must have said something because we just took a hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. All right. Hopefully that was just a one and done hit there. What was I saying? I don't even know what. Because they started messing me up. See?
Yeah. You were talking about healthcare and.
Oh yeah, healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I lost my train of thought on that. I don't even know where I was going with healthcare, other than you can't give it all free.
No, you can't.
Or else-
It costs a lot
the
of money.
small business was getting crushed. Why couldn't you remind me that I was talking about
I don't
small
know.
business?
Oh.
The small business guy just got hammered during that whole
Yeah, well, he
fiasco.
couldn't expand because if he did expand, then he had to provide health care and all those
Right.
kind of things.
And if you
So,
made too much
Mhm.
money, then you didn't qualify for it, and you didn't get health care, and you didn't get Obamacare,
yeah,
and you sat there, and so the guy went out of business
Right.
because he couldn't provide, and you got penalized if you didn't get the health care. You got penalized. So it was bad for small business. That's all it did, was just destroy the small business person. Go do
Yes.
it. Go
Mhm.
do some research. Check it out.
yeah.
Don't take my word.
Plus, what Trump is saying is that then you won't be like if you want to opt to get your own health care, because what will happen is you'll have long wait times. And you won't be able to get the health care that you need because they'll be stretched so thin, right? But they're going to do away with you having a choice to get your own if you want it. So,
We're gonna try,
and
Lila.
that's what.
Yeah, we're gonna try, Lila. He's talking about Pinecone
Oh
Fest.
yes, we're gonna
Pinecone Fest.
try. We're gonna
I
try,
don't know.
Lila.
Hopefully, maybe I have a football game down in Texas.
Yes.
My plan is to go do the football game,
Mhm.
run over with my satellite
Yeah.
truck. That'll be impressive. We can act like we're going live with the
Right.
satellite truck
Mhm.
over at the Pinecone Fest.
Yeah.
I'll make a presence at least. Maybe Debbie will just go by herself. Who
Yeah,
knows?
we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. I can't take off any days. I have to
All
work.
right, let's keep going. What's
Okay,
this about,
Ukraine
Deb?
launches biggest drone attack on Russia airfields in incursions, puts Crimea in the
Here, let me say
back
it.
foot. Please.
Ukraine launches biggest drone attack on Russian airfields as incursions puts Kremlin on their back foot. Ooh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
And then-
couldn't say that.
Okay, listen to me. Again, we televise every war on the planet,
Mm-hmm.
right? Every war now gets televised, embedded. You know, is there anybody embedded showing any of this? Have
Yeah.
you turned on your TV and watched any attacks from either side? Anybody winning or losing in this battle? Miss
Mhm.
Debbie, have you? Have you seen
Oh,
the
in
war?
Ukraine?
Yeah.
No, you can't get footage of the Ukraine war.
Why is that?
I don't know
Why
because I
is it?
don't think anything's going on in Ukraine.
It might be that Russia and Ukraine are playing us all,
Yeah.
and we're just
get
giving them money
and then splitting the money.
and splitting the money.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, all I know is you don't see anything because nothing's going on. You know, it's not going either their way
Yes.
or nothing's going on. One of
Yeah.
the two. If we were crushing it over there and our money was being well spent, they would be showing it. It
Yeah.
would be plastered all over the news, but they don't. So.
Yeah, I agree with all that. Is you can't find like if you want to go to the doctor, you can't get care, and people act like that's not their job anymore.
Oh my gosh,
and-
it's like
yeah, it's bad.
You know,
It's bad.
my chest is racing a little bit. Sorry. You
Sorry,
know,
we don't do that here.
we're a medical emergency,
Facility that
facility.
doesn't do blood pressure. We don't do blood pressure.
We don't even know how to put a cuff on your arm, and you're gonna have to go down the street for that. I'm like,
Yeah.
as little as
Mhm.
blood pressure,
Yeah.
the most common problem with Americans.
Right.
You don't do that.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
That-
Yes.
that
So
makes-
it is getting bad. So Taliban parades American
know, this is
weapons
just
3 years
disgusting.
after
It doesn't even get my blood boiling
withdrawal
anymore.
from Afghanistan. So 3
But-
years after withdrawal, they parade our equipment through the streets.
Just remember,
We got it. You don't.
Mr. Orange Man was bad, even though he was gonna pull out. You know, at least nobody was dying anymore over there while he was there. You know, and things were a little bit under control. He was trying to get an exit plan out of
Yes.
there,
hmm
but the exit plan should not be
Wheels up.
leave billions of dollars of
Uh-huh.
our equipment, and then the Taliban just go parading with it to show how stupid
Yeah, us Americans are.
this
Mhm.
administration is. It's I think they want us to be. I think they do this to get you to be aggravated. It has to be the plan because it's so idiotic and crazy. You at least would think our administration that's there right now says, we gave you all that. Do not parade it, though. Do not show everybody how incompetent we were. But they did. So it's got to be part of the plan, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan is, but.
Yeah, I agree with all those comments. Our medical healthcare is in total disarray. Total disarray. Okay, a roller coaster. Paris sudden rise resets a tight battle for the House. So,
all right.
They're saying. Okay.
I like whenever they say, like, boy, these people were totally on Trump's side, right? Mr. T's side. Oh, my God, I said his word. Can't say free speech here. But Mr. T, right, over here. And then all of a sudden you just flopped in the vice president that's been in the same, policies and administration as this guy. And everybody's like, that's it. We're abandoning Mr. T. We're going over there.
Yes. Yeah.
If you believe that, oh, my goodness, I don't know.
Because most people that are on Mr. T's side are there because of they believe in the policies of that side. They don't believe in the Democratic policies and everything. Yeah, illegal immigrants, they get all the benefits and the government pays for it. You pay for that, Lila.
Absolutely.
You pay for that, Lila.
We pay for it. Everybody pays for
their
and they just
benefits.
Keep bringing them over.
Yes.
And don't say they don't keep coming over.
But
they keep bringing them over.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even get me started. Don't tell me that these people are just, saying, oh, it's bad down here. Let's go. They're getting organized, brought here for a reason.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Let Minneapolis. I'm thinking you probably should have said
Minneapolis.
Retired police lieutenant rips Governor Waltz for surrendering city to rioters.
Yeah, well, he did. And, he just let them loot and like a lot of good, people of all races lost their business. All races lost their business that day. Those days with burnt down.
Yeah, they did. So
he's a great guy.
That was on his.
He's going to make a great vice president.
Yeah, he will make a great vice president.
Plus, he made 50,000 government employees get that mandatory. They keep on saying like, yeah, Trump, he helped sell the thing. I'm not gonna lie, but he never mandated that anybody get it. So
I
don't know if he had to do that, if he was pressured just to try to stay, because if he didn't, then they would have made it bad or something.
Yeah, they would have said all those deaths were on his plate.
So he had.
Plus, you couldn't open America back up without it.
Right.
All
so
that
I don't know.
Stuff.
I was not happy with Mr. T that he would even associate anything good about it. But whatever. But that guy mandated it. So whenever you hear in the news, are like, well, it's Trump and this. He mandated it. Trump never mandated it at all. That's my 2 cents on that whole debacle.
Okay, so already chaos erupts at Kamala Harris's New York City event as DNC braces for Chicago unrest. So just everybody get ready for next week.
Now you think back to the 60s and you're like, oh my gosh, all this was organized. The chaos, the Civil War was organized to stop America from being as free as it was and be more controlled by the government. The Revolutionary War was set up to, roll in the central banks and we be always owned by the central bank and in debt to the central bank. Then they get rid of the central bank for a second or try to, and then there's World War I. And then they try to do something. Then there's World War II. Then they try to do it. Then they assassinate a certain president, and then there's Vietnam. There's always chaos in the world, And it all revolves around the mighty dollar and controlling us. We're not fighting for our freedom. They do this to us so that we fight for them to have the central bank in control.
I think Ken wants to call in. Are you clowns
No,
going
we're
to
not
take
taking
calls?
calls right now. We're
Or
on a
did
roll,
you
Ken.
miss paying your phone bill?
All right.
We don't have a phone bill for that.
We'll
phone,
try.
but
We'll get you in there at the end of the
trying.
show.
We're trying. We gotta get.
We're
through
trying to
all
save
this
America,
news.
for gosh sake.
All this news. We've had so much news in the last couple weeks. Netanyahu speaks about Gaza hostage ceasefire deals, and so yes, so ceasefire deals are going on right now, as we speak.
I guess I'm gonna have to get calls ready.
You're gonna have to get calls ready.
All right.
Okay, we're almost done, Ken.
Hold on.
your horses.
Stand by.
Hold your horses.
Stand by.
U.S. says it expects Gaza peace talks to continue. Ceasefire possible. All right. Keep going.
I'm trying to get a
We're
show.
almost going. Okay. With
Calls.
the Middle East on edge and Iran and its proxies riled up, U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria are again taking hits. So there have been some attacks in Iraq and Syria at some of our bases over there again. So go to the next slide because
All right.
I think we're done. We're done.
All right.
All
Let's
right,
get
Ken.
back out here. And...
Ken is getting. Mark is getting ready. Ken.
All right. There we go.
Okay, Ken.
Phone lines are open. Call in, Ken. Tell us about your amazing trip where
Across the
you
USA.
went across. How many miles have you put in? Call in, Ken. Tell us about the amazing journey of the Harley Davidson adventure.
Yes.
His channel is called Lone
Cowboy
Adventures. We
All
can
right,
say
any
it.
phone calls, you can call in now.
We can say it on our channel.
Somebody beat Ken to the phone. Beat Ken to the phone.
Lines are open.
Yeah, it's been busy the last couple of weeks for phone calls.
Well, what phone calls?
Oh, thank you, Neil. We love having you guys here.
What phone calls? Look at the look. Oh, she's mad at the
Pelicans.
Pelicans. Yeah. Well, they're not bothering her.
One kid kicked
They're
him.
not bothering them
That
right
one
now.
guy.
That little kid.
That one guy kicked.
All right. Who could this be? Hold on. Hold
Can't
on.
get to it.
Hold
Can't
on.
get to it.
Hold on.
He's having trouble.
Harlem.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Imagine him calling in.
Good morning, Ken. Where are you at today?
You got him on.
Hold on. Hold on. All right. You're in Hayes. He said Hayes, Kansas, everybody. We got his audio on now.
We're in Hayes, Kansas, rolling east on the bikes right now as I speak.
Can you spell Hayes?
No. Well, I've been in a haze before, like H-A-Z-E, you know?
You might turn it
wake
Yeah.
up in a haze.
Yeah, well, that's good.
No.
You're getting close to home.
Yeah. It's been so nice being away from the news and the politics and all that stuff. And I just wanted a couple highlights. We were in Red Lodge, Montana for the night after we went over Beartooth Pass, and there was actually a cabin there, a nice-sized cabin that had Trump merchandise for sale.
Oh, wow.
It was like a Trump headquarters thing, you know. Had a nice lady that was running. She was busy with some other people, or else I would have went in there. And then a lot of places that we went by, you know, you see the American flag, and you see Trump 2024. You know, just everywhere we went, it was awesome.
But just remember, Harris is pulling ahead of him.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen so many new Harris bumper stickers out there. I mean, just probably
No, I
got
didn't
sick of
see
seeing
any
them.
of that stuff. Nope.
See, he drove across the heartland of America.
Yes.
Right.
The flyover states.
The
is
flyover states, or motorcycle over states, as Ken would say. And how's Mike hanging in there? Is his butt getting sore yet?
What's that?
How's Mike hanging in there with all
Oh,
these
he's
miles?
doing good.
He's
doing good.
That's good. Good to hear that Mike's hanging in there. And you guys had a fantastic time. They went to Sturgis. Then they went through some just beautiful scenery. Everybody needs to go check out Lone Cowboy Adventures and see his travels so far.
Yeah, we had a really good time. You know, and I told you this, Mark, when you get out west in the mountains and the countrysides or whatever, we're stacked up against each other in the cities and towns and whatnot. And excuse me, you get out here and it's like a breath of fresh air. You know, just wide open country, and it's a stress reliever. And yet, I'm still looking forward to getting home today, but it's just been a great time.
Good.
I really needed it, you know. So I just wanted. Oh, and another thing, and I shared this in one of the videos and pictures. There was a family in Mammoth Springs up in Yellowstone. They were getting ready to leave, and then the wife came over and said, "My boy really loves the Harley Davidson. Can he get a picture with you?" And I was like, "All right, I'm going to sign an autograph, you know?"
Yeah.
And so we let him get on the bike and everything, and talked. I handed him one of my cards, and they were actually from China on vacation.
Oh, that's fantastic. Getting to see.
Spoke English very, very well. And Mike said that was the best compliment you could have gave that family. That her husband spoke English very well. But the thing that got me after I left, and I get to thinking, I wonder how they actually like living over there compared to being here and seeing everything, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Politically wise.
Maybe it's a lot like America. Maybe you get out in the country and the people are cool as crap, you know, and they want their freedoms and they're not as controlled as the people that live in the cities, and they're just trying to make a living and farm and, you know, take care of their kids and go on vacation maybe, you know. Maybe they're just trying to make it by just like we are.
Right. And every trip I take and people I talk to and meet and stuff, we are more alike than we realize.
Absolutely. Now, like I say, whenever I was over in Saudi, you know, Saudi people were cool, man. They're, you know, the majority of the people were just fantastic and wanted to make sure I had a pleasant experience over there. And
right.
And they wanted my money just as much as I want, you know, like whenever you were shopping, they're just trying to sell you a shirt too, you know. It's just, we're all just trying to make it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to call in and say hi to you, and say hi to everybody else and whatever. So and just keep that in mind, everybody, because we are more like, in the eyes of God, and we know. Some people are wired just a little bit different, you know.
Not me. I'm as normal as they come.
I hear you. So I'll let you guys go.
All right.
Let somebody else call in. I appreciate it. I just wanted to, you know, tell you my main experiences with, you know, the flags and stuff that I've seen. I was just in awe, you know, the whole time. Every time I go out that way. So.
All right. Well, get on.
Y'all have a good day. I'll jump off here and see y'all.
Get on home.
I'll talk to you later.
Get on home. Give Miss Linda a big kiss and and then get all the chores that you need done right away. No.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to get the grass cutter out.
Yeah.
So. Back
to the grind.
We'll talk to y'all later.
All right, take it easy, Ken.
All right, see you. Bye.
Bye, Ken. All right, anybody else want to call in? Is it Ken's birthday?
Oh, yeah, happy birthday. Oh, my God. He told me that yesterday, too. That's how much I pay attention.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Happy birthday. No, to Ken. And,
so if anybody else wants to call in, they can. We have about 5 minutes. So
fun
we
fact
did very good.
by Neil. There's a Hayes, Kansas, and a Hayes, Kansas.
Oh.
Hayes, and a Hayes, Hayes. I spent a lot of nights in Hayes for a while, I would say I would get caught in the Denver vortex. Like I would get sucked up to do business with my satellite truck in Colorado around Denver. I could never get out of there. Like once I got sucked up into the Denver vortex, I was stuck there. But get up there. Haze was sometimes where if I was driving back and I was getting tired, Haze was one of my stopping points. There you go. There's a fun fact.
There's
for
a
you,
fun fact. All right.
Salina.
Salina. Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know what rhymes with Salina. Do you know anything that rhymes with Salina? It's an inside joke.
Oh.
Think about it.
I don't know.
You only come up with maybe one thing. All right. What else we got going on?
I don't know. If anybody else wants to call in, we have just a few more minutes. So it's been a good show. I hope everybody does have a good weekend and a good week coming up. Everybody keep their eyes open. Be aware because it's getting to be that time, right?
Yep.
We're still waiting to see if anything happens. If Iran, retaliates to Israel. It hasn't happened yet.
I'm not even concerned about
my agenda-free guy went live for a week and nothing happened. So he's finally kind of eased back a little bit. We watched the skyline all night long, every day.
She did. She liked it too. She was one of the faithful 11,000 watching that.
Watching
and I'm
paint
like,
dry.
It might, it might not. I'm not even concerned about, what they say or
Love
what
you
they
too,
do,
Lila.
because that's what they wanted. I think they wanted you. They're
Focused
building
on
you
it.
up.
Yes.
They're building you up for something.
Yes.
I don't know what, but they're building us up.
Mm.
What do you want to get out of here today?
Yeah, we can get out of here
Let's
today.
get out
You
of
want to
here.
get out of here today?
Let's get
Are
out
you
of here.
done?
I'm done.
Okay.
I've yapped.
Ken got to talk. So
Ken got
everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us this morning, and we will see you next week. And so everybody have a good week. All right. So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.
Be prepared. And
Thank you, Lila. Great. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
binge watch some beginner welder video over on my DIY solar and review channel. It's linked in the description down below as Grumpy Grandpa's
Yeah, we got to
Patriot
change
show.
that.
But 95 subscribers, and I'll hit my 1,000. I haven't done anything with that channel for 3 years, so
It's getting more focused now, niched down.
I'm niched down. I found my gig. Going to be doing a lot of camping with solar
Yes.
and building solar.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. That's
Mhm.
my niche now.
Mhm.
I know you're all excited.
And maybe some camping stuff too.
That's what I said.
Well, I meant like camping supplies, camping.
Yeah.
We might get into that too a little
Camping
bit.
stuff.
Yeah, camping stuff.
Even though I won't have any time to camp,
Right.
I'm going camping.
Yes.
Or van life. I'm going to
Yeah.
be driving my satellite van. I got a truck right now, but it's going to be downsized to a van here soon. I'm going to be doing van life
Yes.
because I will be living in my satellite truck all football and basketball season. How about
yes.
that? Some adventures of the satellite guy.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That sounds great. Sounds great.
Who
All
knows?
right.
I'll talk with you later,
Mhm.
Miss